UK Sports, in association with the Pga Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm so looking forward to following these two players in this group. They've been going back and forth a bit on social media leading up to the event and seem to really want to prove something out on the course today.
He's a kind fella, isn't he? He's a lovely gent, but he's a killer on the golf course. This is going to be a tough rivalry to take down.
The harmony on that swing was awesome.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 155.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Ooh, nice looking putt. Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Well, it looks like John McCarthy's stepped back ashore, kicked off his boat shoes, and is going to give us a little bit of a condition of today's course. John, what are the players facing here at Old Marina Golf Club?
Well, Luke, we're on the coast, but there's a good mix of coastal and inland holes at Old Marina Golf Club. Lots of movement in these greens. If you are an expert at reading putts, you're going to have a bit of a leg up, I think, this week. I love the fourth hole, par 5, that stretches along the ocean, has a green that's well protected by bunkers, which probably might dissuade some from going forward in 2. The 7th hole, similarly, a par 5 stretching down the ocean, but is much less protected around the green. And that green is enormous, by the way. So that'll definitely be green light city for the players this week. And one last hole. I really love the par 4 14th. The players are going to hit over the water to a fairway that juts out into the ocean on a peninsula. So that will provide some great entertainment this week as well. Looking forward to see what kind of creativity is on display by these players here this week at Old Marina Golf Club.
Going with the 5-iron here. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
He's paced it, he's read it. It's time. Little 27-footer. This for back-to-back birdies.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away. Job done. Let's head to the next. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And the third hole here at Old Marina Golf Club looks very familiar, Rich. Par 4, playing 444 yards.
Luke, if you're a fan of Pebble Beach Golf Links, you're absolutely going to love this hole. Just 444 yards from the back tees. Driver really isn't necessary, as there is out of bounds over on the right-hand side that comes into play in a hurry. Just avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side. Find the fairway. Second shot plays slightly uphill. It actually looks like an infinite edge pull. It's really difficult to judge distance control with that second shot. Still a great hole, one that you dearly love to make birdie on.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That's frustrating. This is a par putt. Like the look of this one. And in it goes for the par. And now over to Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
That should find the surface. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Teeing off here at the 4th. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. 3 behind our leader. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Nice line. Yes, they've made it. And that will take him to 3 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
This one's for birdie. Oh, just missed. Oh, a 12-footer. Love to make a few of these today.
This one's looking good.
Well holed. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Quality shot, that one. Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. This one's tracking. Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. This hole is a par 5. That should find the fairway. Playing from around 230 yards. Just one shot back now. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one is headed to the right. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in. And this putt to move into first place. Don't mind the look of this. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Step aside, everyone else. Now number one. And now over to Justin Rose.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We've reached the 8th hole. Opting for the 3-iron here. Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. That's nicely done. And he needs this to save par. Nice little putt to hole, that one. The 9th hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one. A really tough test to finish the opening 9. A par 4 stretching 466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot, the bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
Going with the 7.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
That's disappointing.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill. Bit of extra juice needed.
That was a gallant attempt. And this one is for bogey. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Tied at the top, Rich, with the back 9 here left today.
Yeah, you always want to be up or in the lead going in the final 9 holes. That's what they practice for. That's what they want to be. They want to be in this position. Let's see how it all plays out.
Beautiful swing there. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Good choice. Going with the 3-iron.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Yeah, well played.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And now over to Justin Rose.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. Oh, that was pure. Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied atop the leaderboard. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
L is for left. I don't know if they meant to do that.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Now this is important. This for par.
Ooh. Putting now for a bogey. Okay, steady now. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Let's head to the 12th hole.
Hopefully that double bogey in the last isn't scarring them for life.
Going with the 6-iron here. That's not the outcome they were after. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Sitting at 1 under the card. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is what they have left for a par.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. He's currently tied for 14th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Teeing off here on the 13th hole. Sitting at -1. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Oh, that's a great shot and sets up a birdie look here at the 13th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Ooh.
What a shot from there. Take your hat off to them. And this putt is to move into the top 5. Currently 2 under for the event.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Well, it's a chance still to get up and down if they can hold a monster. He has this putt to save his par. Looking really good. This next putt is for bogey. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Going with the pitching wedge here. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. If he makes this, he'll save his par. This is buckets. Fair effort. Just can't seem to get off the bogey train here, Rich.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Love the short par 4s, Rich. Always an opportunity.
definitely looking to make a move on this hole. Could be interesting.
This one should find the rough. Well, Rich, I'm being honest, this lie is putrid. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
If they sink this putt, they'll pull ahead of Justin Rose. Let's see if they can ramp up this rivalry.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes are wide open standing here on the 17th tee of Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Well, an important part here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10.
This is on a stupendous line.
Oh, how good was that? Almost an eagle. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 1 under. Well, here we are, the 18th hole. Second shot here at the 18th. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. And this putt for a final score of 68. Just didn't drop. Putting for a par now. And that'll do it. That's all she wrote, folks. Well, there you have it, Henny. This player was unable to take them down before, but now they've finally done it. They've won this rivalry.
Indeed they have, Luke. If at first you don't succeed, try again. They took that saying to heart and they came out on top.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Pga Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting.
Let's see. Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Hey, that's a chance. Beautiful shot.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Currently 1 under for the round. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their seconds.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Nicely done. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
was on a good line. Just a 4-footer remaining. For the par. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
This one looks like it's heading left here, Rich. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Ooh. Wow, that's right out of the Gary Player highlight reel. Let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Handy effort, that one. Playing from around 150 yards here.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Choosing the 9-iron here. That's a pretty handy shot.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
And here we are with the third shot. 3 shots off the lead. Putting for a par here. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Taking aim from around 240 yards out here.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Looks like this is going to miss just right.
Getting ready to play their third. 3 strokes off the lead. Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Looks good.
I like that kind of fight. That shows resilience.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Not a bad line, this one. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
Opting for the 6-iron.
Pretty good shot there.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
14 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
That's frustrating. And this putt coming up for his par. Well holed. Let's move on. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Ooh, back there, horsey. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Not too sure what they were thinking. Too much club.
Oh, almost went in. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's 2 shots back. Super shot, that. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight 2nd shot, and a straight 3rd shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting 3rd shot.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair. And I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Yes! Hold it!
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. That shot so good, we need to have another look. Rich, good position for this player. Just 3 back with 9 to play. Do you sense them making a charge?
Yes, but 3 back with 9 to go, they're going to have to start taking chances. They're going to have to start firing at every flagstick they can see.
That's heading into the rough, I think. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
It's heading to the bunker for sure. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 3 back from the leader. Didn't that look good for a long time? A chance to save the par if he can make this one. That gets the job done. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Oh, that was so close to going in. And he's safely on the green. And a chance to move into a tie for 2nd here.
This one's tracking.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Currently has a share of 2nd place.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Going with the hybrid. And tidy looking shot, that one. Yeah, that was a safe play.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
A chance to move to 5 under par.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
It's tracking. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Nicely done. They've played nicely, but no wins next to their name.
Couple of top 5s so far this year, Luke, but hasn't gotten the W yet, but it's close.
Wonderfully played. Currently -5. Currently 2nd place.
Nicely done.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
Looking better.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will move him to 6 under par. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Let's begin the 14th. From around 140 yards here.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Opting for the 9-iron. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. What's in front of them, Henny?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet. Little birdie look in here.
Surely it's going to.
Steady on. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Is Will Zalatoris. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently 6 under for the round. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. Currently tied for the lead. Going with the 3-iron. Oh, well done. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This putt to get to 7 under the card. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt is of 9 feet. I like the look of this. And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
And that makes him tied for first. 16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Ooh, yeah, no, not where they wanted to go. This one's left.
That's in the sand. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And this one is for his par. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at the current standings. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. from there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one might need to get down a little. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Ooh, right by the hole. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently 6 under for the event. Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Time for the second shot on the 18th. Well, Rich, that's a shot they'd like to have back again for sure. 2 shots stand between he and victory. Can he do it? And now this, to win the Farmers Insurance Open.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Oh my, that would have won the event.
Yeah, that's a huge disappointment.
And just like that, we're going to a playoff. Well, Rich, it's time to find out who will win this in a sudden death playoff.
Oh, this tournament deserved it, Luke. So good all day long.
This will be intense, Rich. So much pressure, and these players won't be stopping until one of them wins the hole. Buckle up.
Oh, such an exciting day, Luke. Let's get into it.
Opting for the 3-iron here. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This putt to win the Farmers Insurance Open. Tracking. Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Well, that's it, Rich. This tournament has been run and won.
Making quick work in this playoff, getting the win on the first extra hole.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Pga Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke. I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No, thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. That was special. Just 10 feet to the cup here. Oh, so close. An opportunity to make a par here. And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Good choice. Going with the 3-iron.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot. Yep, they Houdini'd that. That's brilliant.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
A 7-footer right here. This one started out on a good line. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Wow, what a save. That'll help make a big move. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. I'm pretty sure this play will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
going with the 8-iron here.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Oh, get in. Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And that finds him in a share of second.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth, there's a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side. Lovely, lovely rhythm.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Okay, time to return to the action. Time for the second shot here at the fourth. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Ooh. Putting for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Opting for the 5-iron. That's a little unpredictable. Hope that ends up all right. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. And here we are with the third shot. Just one stroke back and right in it. Going with the 5-iron here.
Yeah, this one just swerving the green to the right-hand side.
Well, this should be unpredictable. Don't know what you're going to get from the golfing gods here. That ball looked a little thirsty. Playing their 5th shot. Only 1 shot off the pace.
Luke, that swing was just south of awful.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Sitting at 2 under par in a share of 2nd spot. 9 feet to the cup. Hey, nice looking line. That's well holed. Colin Morikawa currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings. The 6th hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of 2 halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well holed. Oh, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Good shot there, Beamer. And a chance to get back to even with the card with this putt.
Now, with any luck, they can hold this and manage to leave Xander Schauffele behind. Get some momentum here.
Looking really good.
All right, you'll make it the next time. Just a short putt remaining here. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Well played, mate. Sitting at 1 over. Going with the 7. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
19 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Looking great now.
Bit too heavy-handed there. 8 feet to the cup.
Yep, tracking well.
Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, times that by 10. This is nasty.
Going with the 3-iron.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Opportunity to make their par. Well played. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event. Nice out the rough here.
Well, that's well played, and a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, I've been enjoying this pair of rivals we are following today. The two of them are pretty even for the event so far. Very interested to see who will come out of this with the bragging rights. The tempo there was exquisite.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This is looking around 115 yards out. Had a fantastic drive.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This is important. Big par putt here.
This one's dialed in. Ouch, that hurts. This putt about 11 feet in distance. Just didn't drop. Okay, so that finishes that hole. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And with that effort, now 3 over for the tournament. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
That's tidy. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one could take a little bounce to the left.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Get excited. This could go in. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. A par putt awaits.
Looking good so far.
That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
This one looks like it's going left. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Oh, just missed. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Colin Morikawa doing what he does best. He's leading this tournament as we head to the next hole. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Lovely effort that. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Great shot. And here we are with the third shot. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. And that's for birdie. Well holed. Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Oh, that's a high-caliber shot. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Choosing the 9-iron here. This one might roll into the rough. Sitting at 2 over. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. And as the putt drops, 2 over, heading down the stretch. Reach the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Yeah, that one's looking good. Well, that's beautifully judged. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
11 feet left to the hole. Oh, that's frustrating. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf. Rich?
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of two greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Two over for the day. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yeah, not much to sweat there. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
Second shot here on the 18th hole.
Uh-oh, this one's headed for the rough.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Judging it beautifully.
You'll shoot 73 here if you can hold this. And that will do it for this player today. Well, unfortunately, not able to secure back-to-back victories here, but you've got to be impressed with the performance overall.
Luke, this player did everything to seal back-to-back wins on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately, coming up just a touch short. Still 2 awesome weeks.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Pga Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack an experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
And here we are with the third shot. How close was that to going down? Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. Well, that's a handy shot. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Opting for the 9-iron.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
A wonderful shot, a chance for birdie here at the second. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
This is on a great line.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. He finds himself in a share of 11th. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Setting up in some very deep rough. Getting ready to play their third. Not bad. This putt is about 8 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
This looks good. That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right. requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That might be one club too many. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Oh dear. Can she get out of this one?
She'll probably be better off if she just throws this out. I mean, this is really just not nice at all.
And back to the play, shall we? No green in red, but a chance to save their par. That was a little bit too much power. Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
And there it is.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale's a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. They could hold it from here. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Just 2 shots behind. choosing the 9-iron here.
This one's going to the right.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
And here we are with the third shot. Just a couple back from our leader. Ooh, that almost went down. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Not a bad line, this. At -2, going along nicely today. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Opting for the 3-iron here. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. Putting for a par now. Oh, nice line. Good putt, that. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Oh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The finishing hole on the front nine at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. That one's heading down Broadway. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Outstanding approach shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. It's got a chance. And down it goes. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She got one back on that last hole.
Oh, that's all class.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Look, they're in the top 10, and they're actually making a really nice push up this leaderboard. Let's see how they play over this final 9 holes.
Oh, that was flushed. Playing this one about 130 yards out. He's 2 shots back. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Only 2 shots off the pace. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Big putt for par coming up. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Now that's a good putt to hole any day of the week.
Oh, that's going to add a little fuel to the fire of this group rivalry, guys. Massive putt.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie.
That dog will hunt.
This one from about 160 yards out. Just 3 strokes back. And choosing the 8-iron here.
That one's headed right and staying right.
A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied for 5th place. Didn't that look good for a long time? Just 3 feet to the cup.
This one to save par.
And that puddle drop. Well done. Is currently tied for 6th. The 12th for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Opting for the 5-iron. Great looking shot this.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi-Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Important putt here. They make it. They're into the top 5.
So far, so good.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And there it goes from the sand. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, I like the look of the line here. It should find the fairway. Playing from around 240 yards.
Wind is going straight at his back.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And back to the course with the live action. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 behind our leader. That was a gallant attempt. This putt to move into a share of 2nd place. looking putt. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Henny, what does that lie look like?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Has he hit it? No, doesn't quite look like it. Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Currently tied for second. That's a good-looking shot there. And he needs this to save par.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Nicely holed and for par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Getting ready to play their third. 3 shots off the lead. You like that, didn't you? And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
A good stroke. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot.
Ooh, tasty little pitch shot. Gets it to go. Fist pumps all around.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the stadium hole par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. going with the 8-iron here. Let's finish with the flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's got momentum now. Just birdied the last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
This one's online. Fair effort that. Good birdie. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. He's currently in the 2nd position.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
That was absolutely murdered. Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
This would be a timely one to hole. Let's make this putt.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes. Looking good.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. He's currently tied for 1st.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
And this player now tees off on their final hole of the event, tied for the lead.
Luke, there's some anxious moments out there. It would not shock me at all to see this go to a playoff. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
The approach into the final green at TPC Scottsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling with 50,000 sets of eyes focused on you?
Oh, well played. And now with this, to win the WM Open. That is hunting for the hole. Oh, Rich, as that one slides by, there goes the chance to win in regulation.
And Luke, they need this putt now to force a playoff.
Oh, what a stroke. And with that, Rich, This one's actually going to extra holes.
What a grind this last few holes were for this player. They got it done. Late charge up the leaderboard. Love to see it. Heading to a playoff.
Well struck. Well, a big moment here. Really got to be aggressive if they want to have a chance in this one.
With their opponent in there close, Luke, absolutely take dead aim.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event.
Little birdie look in here.
Okay, steady now.
This truly is do or die. They need this to extend the playoff.
It's got a chance. That'll hurt the momentum. Oh, Rich, that's got a sting. A chance for the victory, but it goes begging.
Nope, always a tough pill to swallow, losing in any way, but losing in a playoff, ooh, that stings.
Well, thank you, sports fans. Hope you enjoyed all the coverage of our playoff finale. And from myself and all the dedicated people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time. Pga Sports, in association with the Pga Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Second shot here on the first. Good choice. Going with the 3-iron.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Well, that'll play.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
But what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
Opting for the 9-iron. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Oh, well played.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Wow, that's misjudged. Okay, time to return to the action. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
The game can be frustrating, can't it?
And tapping it in for par. Currently at 3 under for the day. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one needs to kick left. And not a bad approach. Will be putting. Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here. Was on a good line. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet.
This for par. Yep, tracking nicely.
Oh, that's a clutch par. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Well, you can club down. Everything's all in front of you as it runs into this downhill green.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one looks to be a tad wayward. And here we are with the third shot.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
A quality shot, that.
Struggling on this hole. This would be a great par save. Oh, you know you want to.
No, that's too bad.
I think it gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
Just one off the lead after that hole. The sixth hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Going with the 3-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And a par putt awaits him.
Well done.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Pretty sure that one's headed left. Getting ready to play their third.
Just 2 shots behind.
How close was that to going down? Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card.
And nicely holed.
Currently 2 under for the day. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
That's some good golf right there.
And he's down there.
The wind is at their back on this one.
And choosing the 8-iron here. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Let's return to live play now. Sitting at 2 under, tied for 6th position.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
It's on a great line.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back.
This is a bogey putt coming up. Oh, so close. And in it goes. And with that, he moves up to even par. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Nicely done. This is the second shot here on the 9th hole.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
A chance to get amongst the action of the top 20. This putt drops.
Oh, I like the look of this.
Ooh. Putting for a par here.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
Ah, that's not the shot he was hoping for.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, what a shot that was. Making the difficult look very easy. And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the lead. that almost went in the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Oh, great swing there. Time for the second shot at the 11th. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Seven feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie. Yeah, this is looking nice.
And that will drop in for a birdie. I will take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Going with the 8-iron here. Good option. Take your medicine and try and get it up and down from there. Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader. This one needs to kick left. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Ooh, right by the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. That's pretty tidy.
That's a good bogey in the end.
Now 5 strokes behind. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Opting for the 3-iron here. Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. And here we are with the third shot.
Pretty good win back into the player's face.
Wow, did this come out beautifully.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Wonderful shot. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car.
But right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 6-iron here. That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. This would be a great up and down.
This putt for par here.
Starting to look really good.
Oh, that's a ripper. And it's time to recap that play.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
That's on the green, and you never know what could happen. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting. This has a real chance.
Terrific roll. It even had a chance. A par putt on the table. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one's bunker bound. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
He's got this for his par.
That's tracking. Yeah, we'll take that. Trailing by 7 after that hole. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. A chance to go under par here if he can just keep the bogeys off the card. Second shot here on the 17th hole. That was wonderfully done. Getting ready to play their third.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? 7 feet to the cup.
This putt to tie Justin Thomas.
That's inside the range, and with it, he moves to 1 under par. He's at a tie for 14th place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
Going with the 5-iron here. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Playing their 4th shot.
That's a well-played chip shot there.
Great touch.
And with that, that closes out the event for this player. Well, Rich, we had high expectations for this player early, but sadly, no win in the end.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
Well, that's all we've got time for today on behalf